Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Peter here with Real Estate Trends and Market Updates here with another episode for you. And this is a short one. This is a to the point and really go over a couple of things that are happening right now today in the real estate market. So, one thing to be cognizant of is the real estate market's always changing. I know I've told you that, but I'll continue to tell you that. The next thing on the scenario for each and every week and day in real estate is it could be good, it could be bad, it could be right in the middle. So I know a lot of people have saw what the Feds had to say the other day. They're going to shoot for 3 drops in interest rates next year. I would assume they're going to be closer to the election, to be honest with you. So the tail end, quarter 3 and 4 of next year, that's just my predicament. And when you look at it, you got to realize, okay, this is the scenario. Okay, is let me fix my chair here real quick. This is the scenario: is you have a situation where you have had this pent up demand for housing, and you saw that in 21, you saw that in 2020, at the end of 2020, and you saw that in 22, at the beginning of it. And then it really shut off because the rates went up. Well, that's going to be back again. It's not going to be as back as 2%, 2.5%. I mean, there's people in the industry that are 40, 50% off the mark they were back then. Just had a conversation with a lender yesterday. He said, he's off 50% from 21. Those conversations are real. Those conversations are like, that's why you see a lot of people going back to, a W-2 job because, the money isn't where it was, which all respect to those people. And I was W-2. I actually left, ironically, a little over a year ago. So I left when the bad got bad. And I was, at the W-2 when the good was getting good. So now I know what it takes to consistently move the goalpost down the field. But that being said, this example of late rates going down a little bit is one, a reprieve for buyers and sellers. Granted, there's not going to be a ton of people moving off, but moving off the actual sale of their home and saying like, yeah, I'm out. But I have listings that are in the pipe that are ready to go up in January and February, and it's going to be, it's going to be crazy because people are going to be ready to go. There's going to be a lot of buyers that are out there, and the inventory is low. It's not like sellers, sellers will start trading when we hit like 5% interest rates. We're not there, but you know, I don't think we're going to be there for a while. We're not going to be there for a year or two. I don't think we'll ever go, maybe 20 years down the line, we'll go back to 2.5%. But I think interest rates at, 5.5, maybe 5.75 are going to be, coming up soon. We just got a buyer in like a week and a half ago to escrow. He closes in a week at 6% FHA, which that's big. That's a huge bump. That's that's a 0.5%. So at the end of the day, you need to actually go through and have these conversations. I've said it time and time again. Each and every day, if you're actually actively looking for properties, so each and every day when you're actively looking for properties, and those scenarios are very crucial for you to say, okay, hey, it's the time to buy. It's the right house. We can do a 6% interest rate. We'll get a little money back and then ultimately buy it down to, you know, 5.625. And then we're in the house. We saved 150, 200 bucks a month. That's perfect. I'm ready to roll. So those are the things that are very fruitful in a scenario of going after a property and also working with professionals. So professionals on the lending and buyer listing agent side should be telling you all this. As if they're representing you, they should let you know, hey, Frank, what's going on? This is Peter, your lender. Just want to give you a heads up. Rates have dropped today again. And I know you're actively looking, and you've been submitting offers, but rates just went down by 0.25% or 0.75% over the last 2 weeks. Just want to give you a heads up. Hope you're doing well. I will talk to you soon. Those are updates that are crucial, very, very crucial. So, all in all, That's what you need to be looking for as a person that is looking to go out there and buy. So where do I see this going? Where do I see the next year going? I think demand's going to be, slammed, as long as rates actually do go down. Bond market's going to, the next 6 weeks are going to continue to drop. One of the lenders that I talked to yesterday said this is the biggest drop he's seen or run in drops, in the last like 20 years. How quickly it's going down and for how long, because the bond market's trying to catch up, and people that are out there buying are going to be in a better position, especially if you're in escrow today. So if you hear this podcast in a week and you just went in escrow, a week ago, you can go back to your lender and say, hey, is there a float down? Usually lenders, have a float down where like it floats a quarter of, if it goes an eighth of a percent or lower, they'll give you a float down rate. So like, if you were locked at 6 and it goes down to 5.5, they'll give you the 5.5. So those things are built in, but really have that conversation. Dude, what am I missing? Danny, what am I missing? John, like, where are we at? So that being said, appreciate it. I know that everybody does listen to this podcast for guests and or getting some type of market update, but I really appreciate everybody listening to this. Like I said before, if you guys can go to YouTube, check out my YouTube channel. I have videos on there. I have like almost 500 videos. That's where I put a lot of my content up. But I never really say it on here. The last like 3 episodes I've been talking about it. But go there, check me out, and you can check out the channel. You can check out all my interviews. You can check out 3 years ago stuff that I put up. You can check out some of the houses I listed a long time ago. We're doing a flip right now, so I'll probably do a walkthrough on that and put that up. But hopefully this all helps. I appreciate everybody listening. I will check you guys next week or on another episode of Real Estate Trends and Market Updates.